To that point, and based on all of your reporting on the Kohbergers and on this case, if you had the opportunity to sit down with Mel Kohberger, what would you ask her?
I would try to get into, and I'd love to have the opportunity to speak with her. I love the opportunity to speak with him, quite frankly. Brian, what was the daily life like in that house? Were they fearful of him? Did they try to control him? Did they think he had turned his life around? What was his life like before he had turned his life around? Were they surprised he wound up at Washington State University for a PhD candidate when he had such a poor high school record? I mean, there was a lot of reasons for them to be proud of him, of Kohberger. He found this will to turn his life around. I'd like to find out how Kohberger found this will and what he really couldn't overcome in the end. What was his innate nature?
And I want to get your take on some recent news as well. The families of the 4 victims, Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Washington State University, the school where Brian Kohberger was both a student and teaching assistant. The suit alleges he was a WSU employee, quote, with a known history of threatening, stalking, and predatory behavior. What do you make of this suit?
Well, 2 things are significant about the suit, I think. First of all, this is the first time, at least that I can remember, that all 4 of the victims' parents went together to act in a coalition. During the course of this case, they've been at odds, or the Chapins have just stayed out of any discussions. Now they're all acting together. Why are they acting together? I don't think it's to collect money. I think they want to make a point for future generations that when you, as parents, when you send your kids off to school, the school has a real responsibility, loco parentis. They have to watch your kids. I've sent my kids off to school. I've worried about them. Here, 13 times, according to the documents that have been released, people complained about Kohberger. That's part of his record at WSU, and nothing ultimately was done. And there's a thin line that you want to protect the rights of anyone, but also you want to make sure your students are safe. I think they're coming down that maybe we should be more concerned about the safety of our students than alleged rights that people have in the university process.
The lawsuit was 126 pages long, and this is what it says in part. Despite receiving at least 13 formal complaints of Kohberger's inappropriate, predatory, and menacing behavior, WSU failed to respond in any meaningful way and allowed Kohberger's escalating behavior to continue unchecked. How strong of a case do you think these families have against the school?
I think they have a very strong case, but I think they want to make this a national issue. I think this is their forum to say what is the university's responsibility to protect their students. I don't think their lawyers might be out to win this case, but I think what's motivating them, and again, I haven't spoken to any of the families about this, this is my instinct, is that they want to protect future students, future generations. When there are 13 times that you're getting reports about an individual, you better take pause and you better do something to protect the students he interacts with.
Howard Blum, I always appreciate our conversations. Thank you so much for the time. You're welcome back anytime.
It's great to speak with you.